Good morning, everybody. This is my first video on my new phone, which is a little exciting, I guess. Make a shechianu, you know. I hold on to things till they're gone, you know. And I had a phone that was dying, that was breaking for a long time, and I held on to it. Yesterday, it finally seems to me I don't see how it could. Recover. I've had it for a number of years, I believe already. So I'm not that concerned, you know. But then the thing was that it had to break, you know, on a Sunday night. So I really didn't. I wasn't able to go back to T-Mobile and you know get my new phone. I had to go to Walmart, and I rushed over there because when I called them, they said, "Oh, the electronic department, they close at 6." So I was, and I got there just maybe at 6:01, and they were very nice. Monticello Walmart, they were very nice to let me buy a new phone, and so I got an unlocked phone at a pretty good price. Really, I think it's not much more than I would have had to pay for if I would have gotten an upgrade with T-Mobile, and I still would have had to pay tax on it. Probably around something what the tax would have been. And I like the phone. I'm getting used to it. Got it yesterday. Some of the apps I use for learning, which is the main thing that I care about the phone for, and then also for the GPS, because I travel a lot in my wedding ministry. And I'm going a new town today that I haven't been to before, though my mother said she looked at a house there. We looked at, you know, when I was a kid, 8, 9 years old. We looked at some property there, a farm, before settling down where she lives now. I don't remember that, although maybe I do. I remember catching a garter snake and bringing it home, but I thought it was our current home, but I guess maybe it was this one. In any event, here we are. So we have the new phone. I'd like to hear what people think about the audio quality. Obviously, we're in the car, and the car makes a lot of noise. Especially, I had to have Chaverim rescue me more than once, locking my keys in the car. Give them a mitzvah. But Mirz Hashem, today we're heading up, like we said, to do a wedding. But anyway, before we move on there, it's worthwhile that we should learn a little bit. The first video on a new phone, we should say Divrei Torah, right? Even though it's 3 minutes in, and I don't know if anybody really cares about all the other stuff I said. If you made it this long, I appreciate it. But probably going to make a lower quality in the future for the videos, so I can make longer videos. But anyway, it's Parshas Vayechi. So that means we're just about heading into Shovavim, which you know, it's a difficult time of the year. You know, every year, you know, we guide to Darch Shovavim, and you know, so this is the year I'm really gonna succeed in this area, and then I was so depressed this year and fell back onto so many addictive behaviors. I have more to fast for this year probably than any other year, and it's although maybe not, I don't know, but it's a lot to fast for on Shovavim. Maybe I shouldn't fast, I don't know, you know, but it's a difficult parsha. In any event, we have a lot to be thankful to Hashem, because we can do tshuva, right? So anyway, one of my fondest memories from college was when a very special tzaddik came to visit Kew Gardens Hills. Someone who I had a shaykhus with a little bit before when I was still in Eretz Yisrael. The Pittsburgher Rebbe, Zecher Tzadik V'Kodesh L'Bracha, the previous Pittsburgher Rebbe, it's so heartbreaking to say that. It's so shocking to me that he's gone. But he'd been ill for a long time with diabetes, and he was a heavy smoker. So told me the Shemayim. But anyway, so here we have Pittsburgher Rebbe came more than once to visit in Queens. He had Hasidim there. And he was a very special person, Pittsburgher Rebbe. I wasn't a chassid of his, but I was an admirer of his, certainly. I wasn't from Hasidim, but I was from Ma'aritzov, you know. And Pittsburgher Rebbe, Zecher Tzadik V'Kodesh L'Bracha, like we said, so he came to visit us in Queens, and the stories and the Torah that he said I still remember to this day, even though it was, I don't know, 15 years ago, more than that, 16 years ago maybe. So first we'll say something about Shovavim, then we'll say something about Parshas Vayechi, even though it's out of order. But I mentioned Shovavim already, so we might as well. So what he said about Shovavim was very interesting and poignant. So if you don't know what Shovavim is, it's 6 weeks, and on a leap year it's 8 weeks. That some people fast every day, some people fast once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. Different customs of how to observe this season. And some people fast maybe half the day. Other people say you're not supposed to fast anymore, but we should increase Torah learning, tzedakah, learning about these inyanim. And it's particularly, it's a general time for tshuva, but particularly with inyanim of kedushas habris, with the holiness of the covenant, with sexual purity, which is a difficult situation, difficult thing for people to talk about in these days, because it's a very difficult thing for people to deal with. But it's not impossible. It's difficult, but it's not impossible. And so the Rebbe told us then a very interesting thing. Zecher Tzadik L'Bracha. Pittsburgher Rebbe said that, maybe I'll make a reference to a Seinfeld episode. I don't know if you remember, you know, Elaine, she went to buy, I think it was a cashmere sweater, and it was something that was, she goes to the store, and they say it's a secret, there's a secret unadvertised sale next week. Maybe wait for the unadvertised sale. She says, well, I didn't hear about it. She said, well, of course you didn't hear about it. It's unadvertised. So, you know, everybody knows about a Black Friday sale, right? But the thing is, with the Black Friday sale, right, even my daughter, you know, she learns Satmar and Kiryas Yoel, and she said the other girls in the class are asking, when's Black Friday? And she said, well, it's the day after Thanksgiving. They said, well, when's Thanksgiving? She explained. And they were concerned not about Thanksgiving, but about Black Friday, right? These girls in her class, you know, to me, Thanksgiving is a day talk of L'Hoides L'Halal. It's a real day of thanksgiving and praise to the B'nai Shalom for this great gift that we have in America. But for most Americans, it's just a day to eat turkey, you know, and watch a football game. And I also like a turkey. And I also, you know, like to watch the parade and like to watch old episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000, Turkey Day. I'm not much of a football person, or not at all a football person. But the thing is, you know, everybody knows about Black Friday, right? Even people who don't know about Thanksgiving know about Black Friday, right? and people clobber each other, Rachmana litzlan, B'olei Dei Sukkona. Not this year so much, but other years, from the Black Friday, 'cause, and usually, so you want to buy something nice, and it's usually gone because it's too late. It's because everybody knows about it. But then, Elaine went to the store and this unadvertised sale. You can have a big mitzvah unadvertised sale. Nobody knows about it, and you're gonna chop it around, because even though it's not as big of a sale, but you can get in because nobody knows about it. I remember the same thing. When I went to Uman as a chosin, went to Uman and Berditchev and Mezhbush and Shpativka and Polnoi. And on the way back, I was with the Nir Barterov's son, was on the plane with us. We had a stopover in Amsterdam. So he said, we're going to go to the Pesach Chaim in Amsterdam, and because we have a stopover, a few hours, what do we have to do? We're going to go to the cemetery and go visit the old cemetery in Amsterdam, a very old Jewish community, and visit the old tzaddikim there and so forth. And it was so beautiful, it looked like a cartoon, it didn't look real Holland. It was just so perfect. And it's not the phone's problem, it's the holder. Maybe I have to get a new holder. And when we were there, Nir Barterov's son said something. He said, even we go to tzaddikim, we're not so great, so famous. We really wanted to go to Schwarzke Rebbe's, but we wouldn't make it back to the plane in time. It was a little bit further away because they're also buried in Holland. Because Rabbi Itzikel and Rabbi Yankele, because you can't. There are no Jewish cemeteries in Belgium. So anyway, but we didn't make it to Rabbi Itzikel and Rabbi Yankele. We went, I don't remember quite who, I remember it was, I think the mother of Chaim Tzvi, and I don't remember who else we saw there in Amsterdam, but, the Nir Barterov's son said, he's an Einikel from Chaim Tzvi, so it's his Baba, and anyway, he said, people like now, they go in Queens. Now, this is, again, it's 14 years ago, 15 years ago. People, they go to the Rav Koilel. And there's certain other Rebelach and Rebbonim and Gedolim buried in Queens by the Interborough Parkway, by Jackie Robinson Parkway. One that I like to go to because I was Rav in Richmond. I haven't been in a few years. Maybe I'd like to go this year, ER. Maybe we'll go. This Yisrael Ber Kershi was a Talmud of Reb Nosson Adler. Benny Gedolim buried by the Interborough Parkway in Queens. Houdini's buried there too. So anyway, his father was a rabbi, Houdini. Actually, rabbi. I think he was an Orthodox rabbi who worked in a Reformed temple, to be honest. But he might have been a Nilog rabbi. But he had a beard, but he wore he had preaching bands, which I just got also for when I do my Goyish weddings. Preaching bands. I just like the style. And it looks very nice, actually. I wore it yesterday, but and I see Rabbi Soloveitchik at Spanish and Portuguese synagogue. He wears preaching bands. I don't know every Shabbos. I think it was just for Thanksgiving. But if you look at the video from Thanksgiving on Facebook, it's interesting. So anyway. Rabbi Teitelbaum there, the Nir Barterov's son, he said that you can that people saw bigger yeshiyas, bigger salvations, bigger miracles by Rav Koilel. Why? Because no one goes there, and so since nobody is going there, they're going to listen. He's going to listen to go pray to God. He's going to go. The prayers are stronger because you're going to chop all the prayers. Whereas if you go a place where thousands of people go, it's a little bit harder. You go to Uman and to Lezhensk and other places where everybody goes. It's a little bit harder to get a little bit of attention. I go every year to Monroe for Samarov's yard site. And it's very crowded. Anyway, so the same thing Pittsburgh Rebbe, he said about Shovavim. Nobody knows about Shovavim, right? So you can accomplish things on Shovavim because nobody knows about it. Nobody heard of it. So Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, that's the Black Friday sale, So it's a lot harder, to get some attention there. But Shovavim, first of Shovavim, it's 6 weeks, you could accomplish more during Shovavim than you could accomplish by Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur in a certain sense, because everybody knows Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. Even people who don't know Thanksgiving know Black Friday. Even people who don't know about Shavuos, they know about Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, right? And I say Shavuos for a purpose, because we wouldn't have Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur if there wasn't Shavuos, right? And yet, nobody knows about Shovavim, right? Now more people know about it. Not everybody knows about it, but not everybody. The people who know about Shavuos, they know about Shovavim. The people who know about Lag B'Omer, they know about Shovavim, right? But not everybody knows Shovavim. So you can still accomplish a lot during these 6 weeks that are starting this Motzei Shabbos. Then you can really accomplish any other time of the year. So, and that's why it's worthwhile to really embrace this season, because that's where we are. So let's make the most of it. The other Dvar Torah and Parshas Vayechi will make a separate video. I want to thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment. On the schus of the Tzaddik, the Pittsburgh Rebbe, who was just such a warm, special person. It's so sad to me that he's gone, because he was, even though I hadn't seen him in a long time, but he always had a very special place in my heart. I haven't seen a lot of people in a long time. So, he had Hasidim at Or Sameach, and he really he made a good impression on me, and I'm definitely very upset that he's gone, but I'll remember his stories and his Divrei Torah that he told us when he came here to America and other places where he come. And when I was there in Israel, I was there in his house in Eretz Yisrael. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment, and we'll see you all later.